All right, so today we're up here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama with Jeff Whitlow, one of our customers. He bought about a year and a half ago, I believe. Is that right?
Yes, a year ago, July.
So Jeff and I actually met because he was having some issues with his tractor in the beginning. So we kind of became friends just through helping him out, trying to solve the issue that he was having with his tractor. Got all that worked out, and he's been using Lane Shark for, like I say, about a year and a half. And he's very helpful on our social media. He's always, giving his advice to other customers and his experience with the Lane Shark. So we wanted to come up here today and meet him and just kind of get his experience with Lane Shark itself, with us as a company, and just kind of, show you guys what we do for our customers. So Jeff, the biggest question that we get is, will the Lane Shark do what we say it will? And I would just like for you to, explain your experience with the Lane Shark.
My experience with the Lane Shark has been 100% positive. I was skeptical
Right.
when I saw the social media video, and I said, that's a little too good to be true. But coming off a couple hip replacements, I said, might be time to try something like that. So
Right.
I reached out and made the contact, and wound up going to Mississippi actually and picking mine up. But I used it on, I have the farm here in Tuscaloosa. I have a farm in Danville, Alabama. And I have a farm in Franklin, Tennessee.
So the Lane Shark's been all over the place.
So the Lane Shark has traveled, put on some miles, not only cutting lanes, but up and down the interstate. But my experience with the Lane Shark has been absolutely phenomenal. I have this particular farm here, we have close to 25 miles of road, trails, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, sir.
And we would always, years past, kind of draw straws to see who was on pole saw duty.
Right.
And so last year after I bought the machine, came down here, just me and my wife. In 20 hours, we did the whole place.
Wow.
Whereas before, the best we would do one road every fall.
Right. So basically you cleared the whole place in a weekend versus the 20 years you've owned it, you've probably never gotten all of it.
That's correct.
Wow. Yeah.
So,
that's a big difference.
A lot of difference. And the same goes true for my Tennessee farm.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to go up and down each road I had there very easily. No issues. It's a little steeper terrain, but
Right.
the roads are passable safely with a tractor. Of course, I had no trouble getting the Lane Shark through there. And now that I've got it through there, I can take what I want through there.
Absolutely. So as you can see, you've got an open cab tractor.
Correct.
Another one of the biggest questions is, how is this safe on an open cab tractor? Have you, obviously with any equipment there is inherent danger.
Correct.
But have you had any experience with any kickback or anything hitting you or coming close to hitting you while running the Lane Shark?
I have. Of course, I always wear a pair of safety glasses, and but I have not had any
gloves.
And gloves, and towel to wipe my. But anyway, I never had anything come back in a manner I felt was unsafe.
Right.
Some debris fall on you.
Right.
But nothing no projectiles come, flying back at you to harm you. I hadn't had any issues with that.
Awesome.
Well, to me, a Lane Shark, makes the process of clearing your roads a one-person process.
Yeah.
Before, like I said, we would, there's 7 or 8 of us that participate in this particular piece of property that I own. I let a few friends and my dad hunts with me, and we'd always get the younger guy to run the pole saw. So now that job is kind of eliminated, and I can come down here, at my freedom whenever I want to, and I can trim the roads, and we can have that project finished.
Right. No more scheduling conflicts.
Correct. Whenever I want to come, I'll come and do it, bring the equipment and do it, and then when we come back for a so-called work weekend with the crew, road trimming's not part of that.
Right.
We can do other projects, so it's a time saver, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
And in the job it does, it'll clear, good sized limbs. I mean, you don't want to get a hold of a white oak, but Yeah, I ain't had a pine that wouldn't do nothing. You know, pine, it'll demolish a pine, but
Awesome.
I think it's just a great item, and hats off to whoever designed this piece of equipment.
So, as you said, you've had both hips replaced, and with our machine, it is manual to move it around. Have you had any issues with that? Is it too much to do, aggravating, or is it, does it work the way you want it to?
Very easy. You know, once you get the process down pat,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you can unfold it and have it ready to trim minutes.
Yes, sir.
And an old 61-year-old man, I can do it, you know. But, you know, you're talking about the hours, you know, I've got 20 hours on it down here. I've got about 20 hours on it at my Danville farm, and probably about 20 or 25 in Tennessee in basically a year and a half time.
Mm-hmm.
And zero issues,
Yes, sir.
zero complaints. It does what you said it would do.
Right.
And from the get-go, you know, you was very upfront with me, and I had some questions, and we was having a couple little problems, and you helped me, walk me right through it, sent me pieces of equipment to test my tractor and all kind of stuff. So the service that goes along with purchasing this is the key,
Right.
in my opinion. You know, people stand behind their product. Anybody go build something, sell it on eBay,
Right.
and then you couldn't find them again.
Yes, sir.
But
Yeah, that's one of the things that, from the beginning, when it first started, I was talking to everybody as much as I could. And then once we started getting to where we had more people, I've got 3 people in the office. So if you call, you're going to get an answer. If not, you're going to get a call right back. We're really big on making sure that we answer people's questions on Facebook, Instagram. So that's one thing that I'm very adamant to my team, is making sure that they provide a great service to our customers, because you have stuff like this, and sometimes it does get confusing. You may have questions, or you forget how to do something, and there's nothing more frustrating than not being able to figure it out and then not being able to get somebody on the phone.
that's correct.
So yeah, the service is what we really pride ourselves on. So I'm glad that you've had a great experience with that.
I've had a great experience, and I would encourage anyone that, like I said, owns property, whether it's 20 acres or 40 acres or 400 acres, that you consider investing in a piece of equipment like this, so that you're not out having both hips replaced and back surgeries from running pole saws, you know, for
Right.
20 years, because it just takes all that away.
Yep.
All the sleepless nights and Tylenol and
Yep.
all that goes along with the pole saw. So I would encourage anybody that wants to do a better job of maintaining their shooting lanes or right-of-ways or anything like that to look at the lane chart. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
give it a fair chance.
Yes, sir. So basically, the first time you and I spoke, you reached out to us, had some questions, obviously, because you were skeptical, and we had a few conversations, and then you actually ordered one from us, and then you got so excited that you ended up going down the road, a couple hours away?
Yeah, a couple hours. I went to Mississippi to Murphy Brothers Trading.
Yep.
Chris Murphy.
Went and hung out with Chris and met him.
He's a card now.
Oh, yeah.
For anything else, you ought to go buy one from him just to listen to his stories. But
Yep.
no, I had no idea who you were.
Right.
And like I said, we talked on the phone, and I was ready to, I done made the commitment I was going to get it.
Yes, sir.
And then you were so busy selling them and making them, you couldn't ship me one.
Yep.
So you said, Chris has got them over there, and I said, I'll go get it.
Yes, sir.
So I went over and picked it up, and my dad and I brought it back and spent kind of the next week with our local diesel hydraulic place there, and we got it all, plumbed up, and it was a little bit trial and error because
Yes,
we
sir.
didn't really know what to do, but you walked us through it
Right.
and had no issue. Once we got it going, been perfect ever since.
Yes, sir. Well, that's great.
But now that I have met you and talked to you a little more, I find out you're even a better fella. So
Well, I certainly appreciate that. You always post on our Facebook page. You always, you answer other people's questions for us, which is phenomenal. It's kind of one of the main reasons I wanted to come speak with you first. So yeah, so I love when people get excited about our product. You know, whenever came up with this idea, you know, working with my dad till midnight at night after he'd already gotten off work, trying to figure this out, putting so many hours into it, like it makes me so happy when people get excited about it. So that's kind of the main reason I want to come talk to you first.
Well, I appreciate that, and appreciate, you know, everything y'all have done to help me. And there's no reason people shouldn't, you know, read about it and get excited themselves if they have a need for it.
Absolutely.
And there's many people that have a need for it.
Yes, sir.
And you just need to get off the couch and get one ordered. You know, that's what it amounts to.
Yep. And so yeah, since you and I first met, you know, at that time I think we were probably in 20 different locations. Now we're in 150 something locations. So it's a lot easier for people to go and see one of these in person and actually touch it and feel it and, you know, understand that we're telling the truth about what we produce.
Well, for the investment I made on it, I feel like, you know, in a year and a half's time, I've already recovered my investment, you know, based on just what it has saved me in back-breaking work.
Right.
Just pure labor.
Yes, sir.
So if I count my hours as costing anything,
Yeah.
it's paid for itself already.
Awesome.
So it's been a great investment for me and for all, you know, my farms and for my family.
Right. Well, that's awesome. We love to hear that. And I think that's pretty much all I got, Jeff. I don't want to take up too much of your time today. I greatly appreciate it. And also, again, Jeff and I, like, he hasn't been paid to say any of this. We strictly met on the phone. He, like I say, posts on Facebook because he loves the product, and that's pretty much it. We just want to make sure that we take care of our customers, and we want every one of our customers to have this type of experience. So
you can go to my Facebook page and just see what I post about it. You know, I mean, I post about it all the time because, you know, I get excited about it. And
so, with any attachment, there's always something that can be improved upon, and I'm kind of working on something now. I can't really talk about it yet because I don't have it completely perfected, but what's the one thing, if you had to fix, change, modify anything on this piece of equipment, what's the one thing that you would do?
well, if I knew how, I would make it where it would hydraulically fold out flat.
Yep.
While I'm still sitting in the seat.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, I know of nothing I can do to improve it.
Okay.
You know, from my perspective.
Yeah. For everything that you've used it on, that's the one thing that you would
Correct.
Want. Okay.
Well, I appreciate y'all coming because y'all fixed to thin out a bunch of my hogs for me, I think.
Dad, you want to come over here a minute? All right, so a minute ago you wanted to thank the person that was involved in designing it. Obviously, myself, my dad right here, this is William Odom. My stepdad also helped a lot. He's not here today, he's at home, but we did bring my dad today so he could meet Jeff because somehow they've become friends on Facebook. And so I'm the one that's always in front of the camera, but there are many people that have made this company what it is. Number one would be my dad, because when I came up with this idea, he never questioned any of it. He's like, what do you need me to do? Let's do it. So we would be in his shop. There's pictures on social media from where we first started, but when we first started, we were in his little shop in the back, set up on jack stands and 2-inch pipe, building these things till midnight, a lot of nights. And like I say, just because I'm in front of the camera all the time don't mean nothing. It's people like this that really made Lane Shark what it is, and other people that are behind the camera right now. So it's more than just me. So thank you, Dad.
You're more than welcome.
And thank you, Big Terry, my stepdad, and also my mom. Everybody, this has been a family event to make this happen. And just want to say thank you to everybody. especially Mr. Jeff for letting us come up here and waste his time on a Saturday and show us around. I think we're going to go kill some pigs now, so maybe we'll get to show that on camera too. Jeff, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you, William.
Thank you, Jeff.
Great job y'all did.
Appreciate it.
And it was the tomatoes that got me.
The tomatoes.
Yeah, whenever you fix those tomatoes on that.
Oh, that big old thing.